Welcome back to this, already the final segment of The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking about you and your business. Marc Krasney, he comes on pretty frequently talking about what's happening in the legal front, particularly as it pertains to business owners out there. Love to get his information and his insight. Before we get to our topic today, Marc, tell us a little bit about your practice and how people can learn more about it.
Yeah, sure. It's the Krasney Law Firm. We started back in 2007 in response to what my clients wanted, which was an in-house counsel for a monthly retainer fee that's affordable, something they could budget, something that was reasonable, and gave them the flexibility to call and get me involved on a management level prior to being responsive, usually when it's too late and usually when it's too expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. The adage, ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure, is definitely true in your field.
Yeah, for sure. You know, when you want an in-house counsel, you're going to be paying them a pretty big chunk of money, and you might not need them all the time. And so we fit the niche where medium-sized companies can't really afford or don't really have as much work for an in-house counsel, but do obviously have plenty of questions for their business. And so we get involved at the management level and answer those questions when they come up.
Yeah. Well, what is your website, by the way?
Sure. KrasneyLawFirm.com.
Krasney, lawfirm.com. Marc, let's talk a little bit about a subject that it seems like nobody wants to talk about, which is their end of their life. You know, and I think and specifically about estate planning, because that's part of that whole topic, why so many people don't breach that subject. But estate planning is pretty important.
It's important not only on a personal level in dealing with end-of-life issues, but it's important on a business level because most people don't plan for what's going to happen if something happens to me. So you might not be, you might not die, but you might be incapacitated. You can't make a decision. What happens to your business? What happens to those bank accounts? What happens when your clients, your employees rather, have to get paid? Those are the kind of things that most people just don't think about because they think, oh, I'm not 70, 80, 90, 100. I'm not going to die.
Right.
There's so many other things to talk about besides just what's going to happen to my, sofa when I die.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of give us a list of, some of the things that need to go into consideration.
I think anyone who has a business or who has any kind of money or assets, whether it's actual cash in a bank account, stocks, bonds, property, cars, whatever it is, needs to discuss not just what to do with that stuff, but what's going to happen with the business. And so when we get involved, we'll more than likely be doing, a simple will or a more complex one with trust. We discuss guardianship, what's going to happen to the kids, the pets, what about my funeral, and we really discuss what's going to happen to the business. Do we put it in a trust? Do we elect to have a trustee run it during some period? What if my only heirs are children? Who actually runs the business so, again, the employees can get paid and we can continue to grow and operate? All those things are discussed, and we write all those things up. And then, truthfully, what we tell our clients is stick it in a lockbox. Don't worry about it till later. But at least we know it's done. We keep a copy, and when something comes up, we'll handle it.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking to Marc Krasney. Marc is an attorney who works primarily with business owners out there and helping them solve their problems, taking, again, kind of a preventive approach. And, how much resistance do you typically get from potential clients when it comes to breaching this subject?
Actually, all of our clients, I guess the ones that have longevity with us, are very receptive. I will give you one example. We had a new client, probably within the last year or so, young fella, got involved, got this great business going. I think he was probably, a year and a half into it. He died suddenly. He didn't have a will, didn't have any provisions for the bank accounts, didn't have any kind of payable on death discussions with the bank. And so we get the phone call from the family, what do we do? We get the phone call from the business partner, what do I do? And those are really important questions. And the sad thing is the Texas probate code takes over when the person doesn't have specific rules or guidelines laid out in estate planning documents. And that guy, by the way, was a little bit younger than me. So, late 30s.
Too young, as they say. But you know what? Fate has its own will, and so this makes a good case for prior preparation, that's for sure. How do we get more information about the Krasney Law Firm?
Sure. Head on over to the website, krasneylawfirm.com. It's actually being updated now, so I would say in the next month or so you'll be seeing even more cool things. Or you can call us at 713-589-8100.
One more time?
Yeah, 713-589-8100. And even though we are a business-type law firm, so many of our clients become personal friends, and we end up helping them on personal matters as well.
Very good. Thanks for being with us. All right, so got to wrap it up. Another fun show. Enjoyed being with you. Look forward to being with you tomorrow here on this station. Do want to remind you our best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter.